million channel. One in a million. Welcome back to the One in a Million channel. My name is Eunice Chan, and today we are talking about how do you ride your momentum so that you can attract more good things into your life. Now, this is actually my third video of the day. And I think the reason why I left this topic till the last is because I am feeling the momentum right now. And I think there's no more appropriate time and moment to talk about it right now, as I am riding my wave of momentum and as we are like being in this energy together. So whenever I am in this place of momentum, there's a lot of inertia. Whenever we're in this place, it feels so delicious. It feels so good. It feels like everything is just in the right place and everything is aligned and everything is happening as it's supposed to be, and like good things are just coming left and right. So my intention of this video is to help you situate yourself so that you can attract more of these good things, so that you can pull in more of this type of energy in your life. So if you're feeling it already, amazing. I want to help you take this to the next level. It's all about multiplying energy at this point, right? So what's so amazing about this is that you literally have to exert so little effort that you feel like you're hardly even trying at all. Like you don't have to think about it. You don't have to think about what's the next thing you have to do. You don't have to stress about it. You don't have to overcalculate it. You don't have to measure it. You don't have to like feel like you're drawing on empty. You literally have so much coming through you that you're like, I don't even know what to do first. Like I'm just being in the moment. That is the fun of being on a roll. And I love it. And I love creating from this place. I want to share with you, like, when you are in this place, what do you do in response to this energy? Because a lot of times we can be afraid of this type of momentum, like this level of momentum. It can feel too good. The first tip that I want to give you is, when you feel this, follow the momentum, allow the momentum like happen on its own. The reason for that is because you're no longer exerting any force. You're no longer putting any force into making things happen anymore. The thing that you're doing has taken on a gravity of itself that it kind of like snowballs itself down the road. You don't have to try so hard to put things together. You don't have to try so hard to like think about things. So allow it to roll. I know that sometimes it can feel really fast, and sometimes it can feel really overwhelming, and sometimes you feel like, oh my gosh, like I don't know if I have the capacity to like handle what comes next, and I don't know like what I'm going to do next, what I'm going to say next. I don't know how it's going to unfold, how it's going to happen. I don't know how I'm going to respond. I don't know if I have the capacity to respond. But let me promise you, yes, you do. All you have to do is not be afraid of the momentum. All you have to do is just accept it for what it is and truly just be in enjoyment of it. The more you can enjoy this kind of momentum, and the more you can have fun with it, the more it's like, I could just let this momentum do its job because it's already got its own action taking place. The second thing is, whenever you're feeling like it's too much, like I'm going too fast, I am growing too fast, things are happening too fast, too rapidly, I want you to know that there's no such thing as too much. If at any point you're afraid that other people say that you're growing too fast, you're saying too much, you're doing too much, you're putting too much out there, you are showing too much, you're growing too fast, like all these things, I want you to know that these are other people's projections. If you have that thought, I'm growing too fast, this is happening too good, this is happening too much, I'm putting too much of myself out there, there's like literally so much coming through, I want you to know that these are all other people's projections, and your soul does not know a single thing about your lack and limitation. Your soul does not know a single thing about your too muchness. Your too muchness in other people's eyes is perfectly delicious for your soul to experience. Everything that you're experiencing right now in your momentum, in your flow, in your wave of fortune, whatever lucky strike that you have caught, lucky break that you have caught, allow yourself to juice and milk as much out of it as possible, because this is the most amazing feeling ever. And the more amazing feeling you can milk out of this amazing feeling, the more of it is going to come. Such a beautiful thing. I see a lot of people, I see a lot of my clients, and I am guilty of this myself. And as a matter of fact, a lot of times when I like have something, really good to say, another really good thing follows, and then another really good thing follows, and then all of a sudden I find myself telling myself, you're too much. People may not like it. And what if people don't like it? Then stop sharing so much. I want to remind you that there's no such thing as your too muchness. And your too muchness is just the perfect thing for your soul. If that's what you're feeling, allow yourself to be an expression of it and forget everyone else's projections onto you. The third thing around your wave of fortune and your lucky break and your roll and momentum is that everything came to you at the right time. So, building on top of what we were talking about before, there's no such thing as your too muchness. Everything came to you at the right time, at the right place, in the right energy, with the right frequency, in the way that it needs to land in you, so that it can make sense the way that it does in your body right now. So don't try to slow yourself down. When it came to you, it had to have that frequency in order for it to resonate with you that way. In order for your mind to be able to see it in that way. In order for you to be able to make sense of it that way. So allow it to come in the way that it did, in the time that it did. And don't tell yourself to hold back. Don't tell yourself to slow down. Don't tell yourself to delay you from putting this thing out there, or sharing this thing, or creating this thing, or teaching this thing, just because it came so fast to you and there's so much of it that came at the same time. It came to you at the right moment, in the right frequency, and this is the frequency that you needed to be in order for you to be an expression of this thing that you received. Shift number 4 is that, and this is going to change your life, you guys, and this changed mine. Because once I grounded myself in this principle of letting it be easy, I stopped trying to catch the wave in the moments where it was a low tide. And what that means is, when I recognize that I am riding the wave, I allow myself to ride the wave. I understand the seasonal nature of things. I understand the cyclical nature of things, such that when I am on the top of my wave, I allow myself to ride it out until I'm exhausted, until I feel emptied out, until I feel deliciously spent. And I allow all of it to come. And the reason for that is because there are moments where you will feel like emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, you're on a low tide. Those will be your dark moments, your moments where you just want to hibernate, you want to rest, you don't want to talk to anybody, you probably feel like you're just really not in that much of a good mood, you feel sensitive, like all those things. And those are the times where you're on your low tide and you're not at your peak energy. When you allow it to be easy and you allow yourself to have this understanding of the cycle of things, then you don't always have to expect yourself to be in peak performance every single day, or every single week, or every single like moment to moment. You allow yourself to have your peak moments and ride it out when you're at your highest, and you allow it to be easy, you allow it to come to you, you allow yourself to flow, you allow all the things to happen to be in alignment, and at the same time, you allow yourself to rest and recuperate without trying to force yourself to create momentum when you feel like you're in your withdrawing phase, you're in your low tide phase. So, allowing it to be easy allows you to maximize your peak energy so that when you're there, you feel the best and it comes easiest to you. And then it also allows you to optimize your rest as well. So let it be easy. Drop the struggle. It does not have to be hard. You literally can just welcome things in your best moments and honor those cycles as you start to really understand your nature of how you best operate. So thank you so much. I hope that this makes sense to you. And I really hope that these pointers that I gave to you is able to help you catch your wave easier the next time, so that when these things happen, when these cycles happen, when you're on the top of your cycle, it will seem like everything can line up for you just perfectly, like even more perfectly than you could have possibly imagined, and allow yourself to expand in that energy and not to contract in that energy, because I often find that a lot of times people are afraid of that super fast and expansive energy, because this is equivalent to the energy of abundance. The energy of abundance, when it's here, it's so high, it's so fast, everything can happen like in the split of a second. But you've got to understand how to handle and how to hold your energy and how to ride that energy when you're there. So guys, learn to optimize it, enjoy this momentum. Let me know what you guys think. If you've had like recently a wave of fortune and you had like really amazing things coming to you and you're riding that wave, let me know in the comments. I would love to hear about your experience. And with that said, take care. I love you guys so much, and I'll be seeing you in the next video. Bye.